Welcome back, everyone. We are back to playing The Outer Worlds for our second Friday game. We're just continuing where we left off last time, so I hope your day's going well. Hope it hasn't been too rough. Let's go ahead and head into the geothermal power plant. I want to be crouching too when I go in here. So far the pistol has not disappointed at all in regards to dealing good damage to mechanicals. Okay. Yeah, that moon face is a little bit creepy. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look. We'll probably just have to loot as we go. Okay. Thank you, Parvati. Let's see, we've done anything there. Ooh, there's the big one. Elite Trooper armor. Dodge, but minus stealth skills, though. There's this stuff. But you don't really need any of that kind of stuff. Silver tongue kit. Oh, dialogue skills, gotcha. And then, ooh, yes please. Okay. Oh, we actually have quite a lot of stuff. Let's sell that. Let's go ahead and, yeah, just sell this stuff. We're at 59 now. Probably have a bunch of, yeah, this stuff. 38, excellent. Okay, here we go. It says there's someone right here. Yep, I can see him.
Processing.
You're shooting at us. Oh. Good shot. Where? Oh, she said that. I thought that was a mechanical saying that. Okay, I think we're good in this area. We can chill out for just a second. Dervishes. Ooh, we need to go back there. Okay, so that was the other entrance that we could go into. Get a bypass shunt. Nice. Okay. Let's go over here, Parvati. Ooh, hello. Nice. Let's see what this is. Unlock office door. Sweet. Messages. A lot of stuff here. We're just going to return to routes, exits. I just wanted to see what was in here real quick. Ooh, nice. Ordnance control helmet. Ooh. Hack +5. Let's take a look at my helmet real quick. That's a 14, that's a 17. That's a hack +5 or a science +3. If we go back to character, skills, science is a +3. Or a hack I could get a +5 in. I think... Ooh, I think... Yeah, I think I want a hack +5. Nice. Okay, let's go here. Oh, wow, okay. Okay, that was that way. That's fine. That's the way we came in. No, that's the way we came in. Oh, gotcha, okay. I already looted that, right? Did I loot that guy? I don't remember if I looted that guy. Access file 1. Probably spaces choice. Access guide 2. Exit, okay. Okay, nothing there. Ooh, I saw that. Just out of the corner of my eye. Did I already loot that guy? Yeah, I did, okay. Okay, anything over here? Yep, some ammo. Nothing back there we can actually get to. So this is where we actually need to go. Just want to make sure nothing's back here real quick. Ah, look at that. Bit cartridge, I'll take. Thank you. Parvati, what are you doing? Ooh. Plant worker. Bypass shunt, I will take. Okay, Parvati, let's see what we can find in here. Okay. Plant status. Master control, access for the producers. Operating at 2% current page distributed to redirect power. Ah. Power has failed. Manual order required. Okay. We have to go activate some switches. Let's go.
That'll be easy enough.
Yep, hopefully, Parvati. Hopefully. We've got our gun. Let's see what we can do. Honestly, you know what? I probably should have... Actually, nah, that would have been fine. Grab that. Ooh, dang, that was a lot of bits. Model spaceship, okay. Open this up.
That's clever.
Nice. Take that and that. Let's see. Personnel files. Wait, what? I feel like some mechanical is working. Oh, gotcha. I think it's saying that the... You're just trying to get my courage gonna clash. Control might shut things down. What is if I return? Turn to root. Unlock the door. Oh wait, passcode. Exit. Oh, can't go that way, okay. Let's try and be stealthy here. Good shot. Okay. Let's go over here. Alright, my bad. Let's go down here, I should say. So essentially what has happened is that the... Like, just something's kind of gone wrong with the robots. Like, they had sent out requests and stuff like, hey, something's going on, hey, something's going on. It was ignored. And then one day the robots just kind of turned. He doesn't really have anything else. What do we have here? Spacer's Chaw. Okay. Let's go see what's over here. Actually, this might be Bard. Yep, that's Bard. Down here we go. If we see mechanical, we want to shoot for its blue part.
Unexpected.
Good shot. Oh. Reloading. There we go. I don't think that was the last of them. It says there's somebody. Oh, I think he's in this room. Yep, in this room. Oh, no, he's on the other side of the wall. Okay. Definitely getting a lot of stuff, which is good. Okay. Let's loot this room. Oh, that's where they're gonna be. Okay, you know what? Fine. Oh, there's nobody up here. Chester's password. Yeah, I'll take that. Oh, geothermal security chief's key card. We need that on the way back. Yeah, we can't go that way. What's up this way? Oh, is this the same? Oh, okay, gotcha. Oh, hello, Jeremy. Broad copy downstairs, much obliged. Use terminal. Access repair log 012. Exit.
Self-diagnostics complete. Navigation systems operational. Combat systems operational. It's not the best choice. It's the spacer's choice.
Ooh, hey, Jeremy. Oh! This is Jeremy. This is the one that, we saved. You made it out of the junkyard.
All systems fully operational. Return journey successfully completed. Spacer's Choice would like to thank you for complying with your duties.
Awesome, that's odd. Why aren't you attacking me?
Hostile actions towards Spacer's Choice mechanics are contrary to logical directive. Conclusion: all hostile automechanicals must be defective in compliance with Spacer's Choice policy. All defective automechanicals must be permanently dismantled. Please allow me to assist.
Definitely. Yeah, let me get this shit. You want to help me destroy other mechanicals?
Affirmative. Mechanicide protocols loaded. Awaiting confirmation.
Confirmation granted. Let's go, Jeremy. I will follow you. Actually, let me hit this switch real quick.
Two more.
Oh crap, I think he's going... You're not going that way, are you, Jeremy?
You're not real. You're not real.
Where are you going, Jeremy? I have a feeling Jeremy's trying to... You know what? I don't want Jeremy to die.
Real. You're not real.
Wait, where'd Jeremy go? Yeah, Jeremy's going this way. I don't want him to die, so we're gonna try and fight everybody before they even get to Jeremy. My main objective is to keep Jeremy alive at all costs. Oh, hello. Yes, I want to tinker real quick. Oh crap, look at that though. 300? Nah, we're good. We'll come back for that here in a minute. Oh, we're taking out...
Mind the steam. You're liable to get scalded.
anything for Jeremy.
Oh, sweeping.
Where are they at? Nah, forget the switches. We are killing all hostiles so that Jeremy doesn't have to.
System up. Investigate.
Where are they at? Oh, crap. One, two. Oh crap. Parvati went down. Get up, Parvati. We need to make sure everything is safe for Jeremy. Okay. It looks like everything is safe. So I make sure everything's in order. Oh, there's the door. Okay. We'll loot up and stuff. I just, like I said, I want to make sure that Jeremy is safe. This was up here. Okay, yeah, we're good. Oh yeah, and there's the bar to go that way. Awesome. Okay. Let's go back this way. We'll kind of loot up as we go. I just wanted to make sure that Jeremy didn't get killed by anything.
Get away!
Where is Jeremy? Hey, Jeremy.
Mechanicide protocols currently active. Please do not interrupt.
Okay.
No, 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 just leave me alone.
Okay, well this guy is... We need to kind of help him real quick. Need to calm down, man.
Go away, Phantom.
I'm not a phantom. I'll take this though. Ooh. Take that.
No, 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 just leave me alone.
Okay, crazy guy, let's talk.
You're not real. You're not real. Get away from me, Phantom. Shoot. Scram.
I say I wasn't trying to startle you. Most people don't see me coming.
Most people? But I'm the only one left. No. Remember your first rule, Higgins. No arguing with the Phantoms. See? See, Higgins? This is why you must always boil your sprats before ingesting.
Yeah. Yeah, you're not imagining me.
Of course. Do excuse me. I experience brief flashes of mania during which I am visited by the phantoms of my imagination. Chester D. Higgins. The D stands for definitely not insane. I use it as a reminder.
Gotcha. How long have you been down here?
Hard to say. By my reckoning, Higgins has been here somewhere between 2 weeks and forever. My recollection's a touch fuzzy these days.
Gotcha. Uh-huh. And exactly what do you do here?
Oh, Higgins has been many things over the years. Sprat Wrangler, Saltuna Critic, Aetherwave Personality, Chairman of the Board, Galactic Defender, Sisty Pig Tycoon. I've come a long way for someone who started off as a simple engineer right here in this plant.
Gotcha. So you were an engineer?
I specialized in automechanicals, drones, sentries, repaired them, maintained, upgraded, did it all from my old workroom just over in the next section.
Gotcha. So if you worked on these mechanicals, you just know a way to stop them.
Look, I don't want to fall into any trouble with the mechanicals. If they wise up to our plans, they will come for us. With prodding irons.
Gotcha. I can deal with the mechanicals.
You know, you remind me of myself back when I was an intergalactic adventurer. I discovered a flaw. Their hostility levels were hardwired to maximum. There's no changing that, but you could rewrite their targeting protocol so they attack each other instead.
Gotcha. So mechanicals follow the behavior of their logic module. Someone tampered with it.
Yes, that's exactly it. I see you're also versed in the noble art of mechanical engineering. There's a behavior control terminal in the other room. It should have options to change how the mechanicals act, including whom they shoot at. Oh, that reminds me. You'll need my passcode to access the behavior control terminal. Here, let me just write it down for you.
Gotcha. So any idea where I can find a logic module?
Funny thing, I was working on a logic module just before the mayhem started. Security chief found me and confiscated the logic module.
I wanted to ask you something else.
The tail. Definitely start with the tail. If you're feeling adventurous, the ears are a particular delicacy.
Gotcha. So how have you been surviving all this time?
Jimmy'd opened the vending machines. That lasted a good couple of months. Eventually, I had to resort to more unconventional means of filling my insides.
Yeah. So you ate sprats?
Braised, boiled, charred, skewered. Sprats are good eating, friend. Chock full of brain food.
Yeah, so what happened to this place?
Mechanicals lost their bolts. Opened fire on anything that moved. It was pandemonium.
Gotcha. And you weren't killed?
I was on cleaning duty at the time. My old boss had me scrubbing pipes when the killing started. So, as usual, I missed out.
Gotcha. I should go. Jesus. Okay. Let's climb back up. Excellent. Okay. So real quick, let me just go over here. Yeah, so this was the first level. I just want to make sure that I've cleared out these rooms. Yeah, see, like I forgot that stuff. I don't even know if I looted everything in here, did I? Yeah. I can hear a sprat moving around. Ooh, hello. Okay. Yeah, we grabbed those. We did that. We already looted them. Okay. Wait a minute. We can go up this way real quick. Yeah, so that's the terminal if we wanted to modify the behavior, but we don't. So that's fine. So then we go this way. Down to 2, which we already looked at. Yeah, because that's where he is. So then we went here. I think I hear Jeremy. Oh, ow. What the heck? Hey, Jeremy. How do I get to that? Oh. Yeah, shut off the release valves. There we go. Ooh, tons of good stuff there. I'll take that. Okay, let's go back up. Okay. So Jeremy's still kind of... Ooh, that dude does not have a head. That's intense. Okay, Parvati, let's take a look around ground level. Okay. Looks like we got a container here. So make sure I'm not missing anything else. Yeah, this is the way that I went. Okay. Now we can go next level. There goes Jeremy. Where the heck is he going? Oh, is he just patrolling now?
Mechanicide protocols currently active. Please do not interrupt.
Okay. Where are you going over here? There's nothing over here. And then right here is where you started. Oh, Parvati, get out of his way.
I think it's his legs, but he looks a little creepy.
Yeah. I'm kind of curious what happens. So we've cleared out the whole entire base. Does he just go back to recharge?
Or he just patrols everywhere.
I think he's gonna go back to his charging station.
Is he not one of your followers?
Oh no, look, there he goes.
Mechanicide
Aw,
protocols
no.
currently active.
I don't think Jeremy can be one of your followers, unfortunately. And I think now he's just patrolling the facility. Okay, so let's go ahead and finish up here. We didn't grab that. Oh yeah, we want to go up to this level. Make sure there's nothing that I'm missing. Oh, like that. And then here we go. Now's the time to make a decision. Okay. Take that. That. Corrupted logic module. Trino. We'll take that. Okay. Here we go.
Once we do this, they're still going back.
Nope.
Hey, mister? Look, I know you want your power regulator and all, but I just gotta ask you. Do you understand what you're about to do?
Yeah, but I wouldn't mind hearing your opinion.
I don't think you should cut off Edgewater's power. I think it would be cruel. I'm sorry. That just sort of came out all at once. Edgewater's hurting. We've been losing workers year after year, and corporate hardly ever sends replacements. There's barely enough Saltuna to fill our bellies anymore. But the town's got some good people in it. Decent, hard-working folk just living their lives the only way they know how. They don't deserve to be punished.
Yeah. Reed tells me Edgewater's gonna die without workers in power.
That sure sounds like Mr. Thompson. If he was standing here, I imagine he'd remind us of how we're all one big, happy Spacer's Choice family. In Mr. Thompson's eyes, those deserters are still part of the Spacer's Choice family. The family must work together in order to survive. I hate to say it, but I think Mr. Thompson's got a point. Unless those deserters come back, Edgewater's as good as dead. Cutting off their power might be the only way.
Yeah, I see your point. I think I'm ready to make a decision.
Sorry, I didn't mean to babble on like that. I felt like I had to say something.
So I'm glad you did. I like hearing from you.
Really? I mean, wow. Thanks. No one's ever told me those words in that order.
Okay. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to redirect power. We do want to continue. We want to redirect power to Edgewater. We have now redirected the power. Okay. Convince the deserters to return. Deserters' reputation decreased. Deserters are now mixed. Mixed emotions towards me. Yeah, it probably didn't help that I killed somebody. Okay. 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 Let's go ahead and swap out guns. Oh, jeez. What's Orthrus? I missed. Orthrus. A speedy mate barrel. Oh, improved rate of fire. Nice. And a shot cannon. Oh. Okay. More of those things dead. Sorry, I was just looking over here real quick. Trobusnik. Okay. Yeah, let's go this way. I didn't know if they had like respawned or not. Okay. Here we go. Yep, so now they have no power. Looks like everybody's gone. That's weird. I thought that what's-her-face was in here. Doesn't it say convince the... Yeah, where's that at where I need to convince them? There's that. But what about... Where is everybody? That's weird. For some reason I thought you talked to her before you take it. Is it because they were mixed that I couldn't convince them? What's going on? Let me fast travel to Edgewater. Because I'm confused as to what the heck's happening. Normally you talk to Adelaide. What the heck is happening? Is it because I was in bad standing with him? That doesn't make sense. Or did it just not load properly? I don't know. I'm really confused right now. Okay, we're in Edgewater.
Sometimes I wonder what I'm doing.
Okay. Let's go back to map. Region. Okay, now it shows. Now it's fast travel back. Okay, so it just hadn't load. Well, crap, I grabbed the thing, so hopefully she still wants to talk to me. We have to load an old save. Yeah, the game definitely has some bugs here and there, unfortunately. I probably should have fast traveled whenever I saw that nobody was there. Yep, there they all are. And everybody's kind of freaking out.
Adelaide's okay.
Yep, let's talk to Adelaide.
That's the thing about growing old. Your eyes start to fail. Elsewise, I would have seen you for the snake that you are, chopped you into pieces and roasted you on a spit. This is all you're doing. Cutting off my power, killing off my garden. Without refrigeration, my food will spoil, and my flock will starve. I want to ask you this in private, away from the eyes of my flock, so they do not see me lose my temper. Tell me, why did you do it?
Because, yeah, Reed needs his people back.
You want my flock wasting their lives in that cannery? Fine. Go and talk to them. And you tell Reed Thompson that I will never return to Edgewater. I would rather die among my flowers than live under his management.
Yeah, I'm willing to deal with Reed for you, though.
You offering to cross Reed off, huh? This some sort of twisted reparation for what you've done? Or are you just looking for a chance to sow some chaos? Kill Reed if you must, or talk him into leaving if you can. He and I are not sharing the same four walls together.
Yeah, Reed isn't gonna just leave his post. I'll need some help convincing him.
Tell Reed that I can make his people healthy again. I can end their plague. Start a new garden right in the cannery. 3 square meals for every man and woman in Edgewater. Tell him how I've made the Vale bloom again. The soil has whispered its secrets to me, and I alone know how to breathe life back into the earth. The secret is human corpses. I've been grinding them up in my fertilizer for years. Marauder, worker, don't matter much to me. The human body is rich with nutrients.
Gotcha. You think that'll convince Reed to step down?
I have got a means to cure the plague, and I will not share that cure until Reed leaves town. Those are my terms.
Sure. Okay. Well, what we're gonna do, instead of talking to them, we're going to go talk to Reed. Stop that, please. We're gonna convince him to leave. Because essentially, I think what's best for this town is to have her back, so that way she can make the town more prosperous and do what it needs to do. But, yeah. And unfortunately, Reed has to go. It's almost like a ghost town. Look at the mist kind of in the air. I could potentially kill Reed and then gain access to his little room in the back.
Is he bad?
He's not necessarily bad. I mean, when the last time I played this, he will leave if you ask him to.
You could always save, kill him, see what's in the room. If it's not worth it, reload.
Yeah, I might do that real quick, actually. We'll do a new save. going to save this real quick. Save 2 different saves. Vale. I don't know if you're ready for what's about to happen.
Are you out of your mind? You just killed him.
Killed who?
Mr. Thompson. Reed Thompson, you know, my boss. I can't. I need to leave. I need to get away from here. I need to get away from you.
Ah. Yeah, Reed was treating you like garbage. I was trying to protect you.
You killed Mr. Thompson for talking down his nose at me? You got a real twisted sense of chivalry, you know that? Let's just move on. I couldn't forgive myself if I let you loose upon the Vale unsupervised.
Okay. Real quick. I just want to see what's in here. Was it worth it? Thug kit. Riot control armor. Messages from Thompson. Space students together, Adelaide making an infrared taking capital their places here. Reed Thompson. From corporate. The walls were built 30 years. Sign approve. Okay. Well, so that's what happens if you kill him. Yeah, we're not going to do that. Let's just go ahead and do this one. We are going to convince him to leave, though. We're not going to kill him, though. So yeah, that's one possibility. I just didn't know what benefit you would gain from that. Like if there was a cool like hidden item. I didn't see one. And I'd rather talk to him anyway.
This is a fine day, friend. Power flows through our town like a cool stream of water. I trust Adelaide's people have seen their way to reason. So, when can I expect them back at their posts?
Yeah, I spoke to Adelaide. She won't come back as long as you're here.
Then we are at an impasse. Stewardship over this town has been entrusted to me by Spacer's Choice. I am not perfect. I have made my share of mistakes. But I have done my best for this town.
Look, a change of leadership might be what this town needs. Actually, the town's terrified of the plague. Nothing asked me to... Oh, never mind. No. Yeah, a change of leadership might be what this town needs.
I am a Spacer's Choice man. My father was a Spacer's Choice man. Edgewater may not look like much to some buttoned-up freelancer. But it is my home.
Yeah. Well, look, Adelaide's people aren't getting sick with the plague.
I don't believe you. Plague's a reality of life. Best treatment is a good work ethic.
Yeah, this town doesn't eat anything but Saltuna. Of course you're going to get sick.
You are disparaging our parent company, and it is not appreciated. We are a Spacer's Choice Saltuna cannery. We eat Saltuna here, and only Saltuna.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's your food that's making you sick. You need Adelaide's garden.
I don't understand. You say Adelaide's growing her own food, but that should not be possible. The soil's gone sour. Company said as much. Our own botanists couldn't grow decent crops for us, so the company got rid of them and shut down the greenhouse.
Look, Adelaide's found a way to grow food. She'll come back if you step down.
You'll excuse me for being skeptical. How exactly is Adelaide growing crops in barren soil?
Yeah, she's been using, we'll just say she's been growing her crops with a special fertilizer.
And when you say special fertilizer, you
Dang
mean
it.
what exactly?
Corpses, mostly human.
Adelaide has been using dead bodies in her fertilizer? That's... Come to think of it, that's a stroke of brilliance. What a remarkably efficient solution. Recycling Spacer's Choice property long after its date of expiration. I was wondering about those missing bodies in Silas's cemetery.
Yeah, this town needs Adelaide. She won't come back as long as you're here.
So Adelaide wants me gone. Trade my life for the life of the town. You understand what she's doing. If I leave town, I'm as good as dead. If I stay, Edgewater will die of attrition. Adelaide has discovered some secret cure for the plague, and she is holding my town ransom.
Yeah. This town could use all the help it can get.
If Adelaide's found a way to feed her people and cure the plague, then she deserves this office more than I do. I won't stand in her way. My life here is ended. Give me a little time to settle my affairs. I'm sure Adelaide will be glad to see the back of me.
What are your plans?
A couple months ago, I might have put in for a transfer. It's a big colony. Spacer's Choice has other towns. Now, I couldn't show my face in any of them.
Why not?
No such thing as an honorable resignation. Suppose I could find a place outside the walls, or put in for early retirement.
Yeah, you won't last a day outside of the walls, though.
I don't know. I could see myself lasting a week.
Gotcha, well, this can't be easy for you.
I have always tried to do right by my town. It has never been easy.
Gotcha, well, take care. Parvati, we had to do what we had to do. We had to see what's best for Edgewater. Now, let's go back to Adelaide. And that is one cool thing about this game too, is that there are a lot of choices like that. Big choices that affect the outcome of usually a settlement or group of people kind of thing. I like that a lot. Okay, let's see what Adelaide has to say.
Look at that. The snake's come back.
I talked Reed into leaving. Come back to Edgewater.
I never thought I'd see the day that Reed Thompson abandoned his post. Suppose we all have a breaking point. Suppose it's time our flock made our way back to Edgewater. We must tend to what remains of the town and carry on with our lives as best we may. You're vexing to me, you know? Injuring us with one hand, helping us with the other. Here, I'm giving you something to leave us be. It's a ransom, you understand, not a reward.
Yeah, Edgewater's better off with you running the place anyway.
You're telling me you did all this just to put me in charge of Edgewater? Stranger, you are some kind of twisted. I might turn that old cannery into a garden. Got ourselves a whole cemetery bursting with bodies. I need some time to gather my personals. Long walk back to Edgewater. Got a considerable burden to carry.
Take care. So now, So let me talk to Thomas.
Sorry. I'm just trying to figure out what to do is all. Whoa, Miss Parvati. Hey, you're, what, how are you? Hi. Hello.
Are you, are things safe out here? How are you keeping?
Great, just great. I've been trying to keep stuff running, just like you. Only I'm not so... Wait, they didn't kick you out, did they?
Oh gosh, no, I'm just along with this fella here.
I seen you wandering around here. You don't look like you're coming from town.
Nope, just passing through.
Sorry, I just wasn't sure if you were from town or if you were one of us. Something's been chewing at me, you see. Fact is, I've been, well, lying. To everybody here. Camp thinks I'm a mechanical genius, but I couldn't fix a busted chair.
Yeah, never too late to start learning. I can give you a couple pointers.
I'll take all the help I can get. I set my mind to learning the craft of the engineer, you see. I want to make something of myself. You ever heard of the Young Spacer's Guide to Mechanical Engineering? Comes in a set of 3. If I had my hands on one of those data pads, I could teach myself the ins and outs.
Those are good. My dad kept a copy with him when he was working in the cannery.
I know the old community center kept a copy. Should find another one back in town. If you could find me even one of those pads, I'd be greatly obliged.
Yeah, today's your lucky day. I found one of those data pads you wanted.
No kidding. Really? Well, which one?
Part 2. Found it in the cannery.
Ain't that just ironical? If I'd worked a little longer back at the cannery, I might have found this myself. I appreciate you going through all that trouble. In fact, I put aside something special, on the off chance that somebody'd search out those data pads for me.
Hold on, I've got more for you.
Well, don't keep me in suspense.
Here's also the elusive part 3.
The geothermal plant? Now that
So
is
it was in the
just
community
incredible.
center. I
You
guess I
really
missed
went
it.
exploring down there? Adelaide always told us it was swarming with hostile mechanicals. 2 whole data pads? Be still my beating heart. Oh,
Be
almost
still
forgot
my
your payment.
beating heart. Gotcha. I'll let you know if I find any others.
Sure, I'd be glad to take
I
along
guess
the
I
ones.
missed it somewhere in the, Adelaide tells me she's moving back to Edgewater.
Adelaide said that? Was she sober at the time? I never imagined she'd step foot in Edgewater long as Reed ran the town. Something must have changed in Edgewater. Adelaide's good as family. If she's going back, so are we.
Sounds good. Okay. What's my return? Okay. Actually, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go... We need to set this as my next one. We're going to go ahead and call it here. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.